Did you know that eating the wrong type of cheese after age 60 can quietly increase your risk of heart disease, memory loss, and even kidney strain? While the right ones can actually protect your bones, brain, and gut. One clinical nutrition study revealed a shocking 40% increase in cardiovascular risk, tied to some popular cheeses, especially those marketed as healthy. Let me take you on a story you won't forget. One that could change what you put on your plate starting today. Every morning, 68-year-old Mrs. B.A. from Saigon, California had the same breakfast, a slice of bread toast with a soft triangle of spreadable cheese. It was quick, creamy, and comforting, a habit she'd held onto for years. But then the dizziness began. Standing up made her heart pound. Some days, she couldn't make it to the market walk to the mailbox without feeling out of breath. When she went to the doctor, visited her primary care physician, the test results were unexpected: high blood pressure, cholesterol climbing, early arrhythmia. Elevated blood pressure, high cholesterol, early signs of arrhythmia. But I eat light, she said. That's when her doctor asked about the cheese. Most people don't think twice about the cheese they eat. But for seniors, your body processes salt, fat, and preservatives differently. What used to be harmless can now silently stress your heart, arteries, and even your memory. Her daily cheese full of sodium, preservatives, and emulsifiers was not helping. In fact, it was quietly worsening her condition. Wasn't helping. In fact, it was quietly making things worse. She wasn't alone. Many seniors, trying to eat light, choose older adults trying to eat light reach for soft cheese spreads or processed slices, not knowing that some are more chemical than dairy without realizing how chemical-laden some of these options are. But here's the good news. Mrs. B.A. didn't have to give up cheese. She simply made smarter swaps. With her doctor's guidance, she began choosing cheeses known for their clean ingredients, lower salt, and digestive-friendly properties with cleaner ingredients, lower sodium, and better support for digestion. She switched her morning triangle, started her mornings with fresh mozzarella on whole grain toast. For flavor, she added a crumble of feta over salads. By month 3 to her salads. After just 3 months, she felt lighter. Her blood pressure stabilized. No more pounding heart, no more dizziness. Leveled out. The dizziness faded. It was a small change, but the effects were big shift with big results. Let's dig deeper into why this works. Aging bodies have a lower tolerance for sodium and saturated fats. Blood vessels stiffen with age, making high blood pressure more likely. Bones weaken, digestion slows, and the immune system needs more support. That's why food choices, even something as small as cheese, can tip the balance toward health or illness. Take a moment to understand why this matters. As we age, our bodies change in subtle but significant ways. Blood vessels become less elastic, digestion slows, and bone density drops. Many people over 60 experience a natural decline in kidney function, and brain function becomes more sensitive to inflammation and nutrient deficiencies. Fresh mozzarella is minimally processed, made from milk, rennet, and salt. It contains bioactive peptides, natural compounds shown to lower blood pressure. It's also high in calcium and has a good sodium to calcium ratio, which is especially beneficial for vascular health. That's why something as simple as the type of cheese you eat can have a measurable impact. Goat cheese offers medium-chain fatty acids easier for the liver to process, which means they are less likely to be stored as fat. It also contains selenium and zinc, key minerals that support thyroid and immune function. For those with lactose sensitivity, goat cheese is easier on the gut. Fresh mozzarella is minimally processed and contains bioactive peptides, naturally occurring proteins that support healthy blood pressure. It's low in sodium, high in calcium, and easy to digest. It's also incredibly versatile. Melt it over veggies, pair it with tomatoes and basil, or enjoy it fresh with a dash of olive oil. Feta, when rinsed, becomes a smart addition. It's made from sheep or goat milk and offers B vitamins crucial for nerve health. Seniors often lack vitamin B12 due to lower absorption, and feta helps replenish that. Its probiotic content aids digestion, important since many older adults take medications that disrupt gut flora. Goat cheese is another smart pick. Because it contains medium-chain fatty acids, it's easier on the liver and less likely to contribute to belly fat. It's also rich in probiotics, the good bacteria your gut needs to stay balanced, especially if you've been on antibiotics or deal with bloating. Goat cheese also delivers zinc and selenium, both essential for immune and thyroid function. Swiss cheese deserves special attention. It's naturally low in lactose and has vitamin K2, which helps direct calcium to bones instead of arteries. That's a game changer for seniors worried about osteoporosis and artery hardening. Feta is often misunderstood. Yes, it's salty. But if you rinse it in water before eating, you can reduce its sodium content by up to 30%. It's made from sheep or goat milk, which many people over 60 find easier to digest than cow's milk. And because it's rich in vitamin B12, calcium, and healthy fats, a small amount goes a long way in boosting your nutritional intake. Processed cheese, though, tells a different story. It's often made with emulsifying salts and phosphates, which increase shelf life but can burden kidneys. Seniors already face a decline in renal function, making these additives especially risky. Swiss cheese deserves praise for its heart-friendly profile. It has one of the lowest sodium levels among all hard cheeses, about 54 mg per ounce. It's rich in calcium and vitamin K2, which helps direct calcium into bones rather than arteries. It also contains unique bacterial cultures that support gut health and immunity. Blue cheese might look elegant, but the mold strains used can produce biogenic amines, compounds that trigger migraines, raise blood pressure, and in some cases, cause arrhythmias. While younger people process these quickly, aging bodies do not now. Let's talk about the cheeses to be cautious with. Cream cheese feels harmless, but it's deceptively low in nutrients. It's high in saturated fats and often paired with sugary flavors, strawberry, honey, walnut, that push blood sugar up and promote fat storage. Processed cheese slices, cheese in jars, foil-wrapped triangles. These might look harmless, but they are packed with emulsifiers, synthetic phosphates, and excessive salt. These compounds can put added strain on your kidneys and contribute to arterial calcification. Cheese spreads, often sold in foil-wrapped triangles or jars, contain synthetic phosphates and preservatives that can disrupt mineral absorption. The impact isn't always immediate, but over time, they may speed up arterial calcification and raise cardiovascular risk. Blue cheese, while gourmet and flavorful, contains molds that produce biogenic amines like tyramine. In younger adults, these are broken down quickly. But in seniors, they can build up and cause headaches, blood pressure spikes, and even heart rhythm problems. Let me tell you about Mr. Tan, a retired engineer from Da Nang. He was diagnosed with early-stage kidney decline. His diet seemed normal until his doctor looked closely. Daily cheese spreads, those convenient little triangles, were adding hidden phosphates to his diet. He cut them out, switched to natural cheeses, and his kidney markers stabilized within 6 months. Cream cheese is deceptively simple. It feels light, but it's low in nutrients and high in saturated fat. Flavored versions often sneak in added sugars, which can spike insulin, increase inflammation, and lead to weight gain around the midsection. These aren't isolated cases. A growing body of research connects food additives with long-term organ damage in seniors. But few doctors talk about cheese. It seems too small, too familiar to worry about. Cheese spreads often combine the worst of everything: additives, preservatives, trans fats, and artificial flavorings. Some even contain banned ingredients in certain countries. These are the kinds of choices that quietly chip away at your health. That's why this video matters. Let me share another story. George, a retired postal worker in Texas, loved his pimento cheese spread. Every afternoon, he'd enjoy a few crackers with it while watching TV. Over the years, his blood pressure crept up. So did his weight. When his doctor did a routine kidney function test, the numbers were alarming. Let's break it down. The culprit? A daily habit that seemed small but carried a load of synthetic phosphate. Once he switched to homemade spreads using real cheese, olive oil, and herbs, his health began to rebound. His energy came back. He even started gardening again. These stories aren't rare. They are common and preventable. Choose fresh, minimally processed cheese with short ingredient lists. Avoid cheeses that come in foil, jars, or slices unless labeled as natural. Rinse salty cheeses like feta before eating. Pair cheese with fresh produce, not processed carbs. Watch portion sizes. Even healthy cheese is calorie dense. Cheese can be one of the most satisfying foods in your kitchen. When chosen wisely, it supports your bones, heart, and brain. It adds pleasure to meals without guilt. It connects to culture, comfort, and tradition. Now, I know change can be hard, especially when it comes to food. Cheese is comfort. It's part of our culture, our family meals, our sense of home. That's why this isn't about giving up cheese, it's about upgrading it. And at our age, food isn't just nutrition, it's memory. It's routine. It's joy. Here are 5 ways to do just that. So no, you don't have to give up cheese. But you do owe it to yourself to choose better ones. Not because you're old, but because you're wise. If this story made you think about what's in your fridge, share it with someone you love. A small change today could protect them tomorrow. The truth is, cheese can be part of a vibrant, healthy lifestyle even after 60. But only if we're mindful of what kind we're choosing. And tell us in the comments, which cheese do you enjoy most? Have you made a swap recently that surprised you? So next time you reach into the fridge, ask yourself, is this cheese nourishing me or draining me? Your story might inspire someone else. And remember, this isn't about perfection. It's about small steps in the right direction. One smarter swap, one healthier habit, one more year of strength, clarity, and connection. We're here to age smarter together. You deserve that. If this video gave you something to think about, consider sharing it with a friend or loved one. It might be the nudge they need. And in the comments, let us know, what's your favorite healthy cheese? What small change have you made that made a big difference? We'd love to hear your story. We'll continue this conversation, growing stronger and wiser together.